Hi Queen, I'm Knox-Brunson and welcome to thequeencode.com. I'm so grateful that you're here, and I know it's no accident that we found each other. You're searching, right? You're searching because you're at a turning point in your life and you're finally ready to make that shift. You've had this nagging feeling deep down inside that there's something more for you and you can't ignore that feeling anymore. You know within your heart that you were destined for something much greater. Well, this is a movement for women of great potential searching for their destiny. The truth is, everything that we need to reach our fullest expression is already within us. We are who we are the day we're born. We arrive here encoded with who we're destined to be. Our job is to unlock and decipher our queen code. Now, on this site, there's many different resources to help you in this process, but I want to start our journey together with a free gift for you. It's my powerful, content-rich audio, Queen, You Were Born to Succeed. Now, this free audio is the basic blueprint in how to find your passion, pursue your destiny, and step into your power. You're also going to learn your queen personality type and the specific action steps to take to finally return to your throne. I'm also going to share with you how to finally get out of your own way and how to break free of those self-sabotaging thoughts and beliefs. I'm also going to give you 3 keys to your financial abundance, and I'll also share with you the simple but powerful ancient secret to manifesting your biggest desires. All you have to do is fill in your information on this page and you're going to get immediate access to your free download. Queen, I'm here to tell you that we're moving into this era where living your destiny is no longer some pie in the sky, far away ideal. Living your destiny is now the new normal. My job is to help guide you in this process of remembering who you are and returning to your throne. There's absolutely no question as to whether you were called to greatness. The question is whether or not you're ready to answer that call. All you have to do is take the first step, having full faith that it's better on the other side. Peace, Queen. It's Melissa Crawford of thequeencode.com, and my message today is actually inspired by a Facebook post from one of my sister queens, beautiful Ciasia out of New Jersey. She says, "If your hood is raggedy, then it's a sign of dysfunctioning women. No virtuous women will allow their communities to be overpowered by a bunch of thugs with nothing but the ability to attract more police activity. Mothers, step in, snatch up and smack up any agents who are uncomplimentary to the program that keep the children evolving into quality adults. Where you see a failed community, it's the symptom of surrendered women. Where you see a failed community, it's the symptom of surrendered women." That's deep. That's really deep. And you know, we can get into a discussion about whether this comment is right or wrong, or whether the burden of our failed community should fall solely on the shoulders of women, because I do realize that men play a role too, right? We need each other. But whether you agree or disagree with this post, I really understand where she's coming from, because I understand the power that we have as women in our natural role as mother. In that natural role as mother, traditionally, we are the first teacher, and we have the power to greatly influence the next generation. And as sad as it may sound, and as sad as it may be, many women have surrendered. Many of us have allowed life and circumstances and society's standards to put us in a state of relinquishing our power, to put us in a state of basically giving up and giving in to being lesser than we are. And you know what? It's showing up in our children. It's showing up in our communities. And it's showing up in our world. I remember growing up, one of the saddest things I ever saw in my community was a surrendered woman. I'm talking about the woman who had a big dream in her heart, but was told that she had to let it die because now she's a wife, or now she's a mother, or now she's an adult. I'm talking about women who were infected with the lie that living their dreams, living from their heart was selfish or irresponsible or impossible or ridiculous. You know, when you think about how this society defines womanhood, telling us who and what we should be, what we can and cannot have, what the standards are, what's possible for us. When you think about all of that, you know, for some of us, the weight of that was just so overwhelming that we surrendered. And we taught our children how to surrender. And they taught their children how to surrender. And it's almost as if we forgot how to fight for ourselves. We forgot how to fight for that God-given right that we have to be phenomenal. And if we can't fight for ourselves, then how can we, ladies, as a global community, fight for our children? How can we tell our children to go and live their dreams if we're not doing that? If we want our children to have better, then we need to lead by example and be better. If we want our children to go live their dreams, let's show them the way by living ours. When you think about the failed communities, you know, our communities really need our dreams. Our communities need our passion, our vision, our compassion, our love, our light, our brilliance. Our communities need that. When you think about a queen on her throne, she's a woman that lives from her heart. And when women start living from their heart, not only do they liberate themselves, but they also raise liberated children. And our children need to be liberated. So what do? How do we fix this? Here's the thing. Big changes are going to occur when we shift from being surrendered to who we're told we should be to being surrendered to who we really are. Big changes are going to occur when we shift from society's programming or surrendering to society's programming to surrendering to our higher calling, surrendering to the truth that's in our hearts. When we really begin to live from that place within our hearts, and as we awaken, so does the world. And I'm not talking some pie in the sky, but I just believe that our children and our grandchildren and our great-grandchildren will inherit this world where living your dreams and living from your heart is going to be the new normal. I just believe that our legacies are going to inherit a world where unlimited possibilities is the standard. I'm talking, you know, there will be no more surrendering except to our higher calling. And Queen, we are the pioneers to make that happen. It doesn't matter if we surrendered in the past. It doesn't matter if we fell below whatever mark, because today is a new day. And this is not the end for us. This is not the end of the world. We can rise up today. We are not going to be the last of the greats. We are the leaders of the new school. And it's time to step into that position. So I want to invite you to this live free teleseminar that I'm doing tonight, Wednesday, February 27th at 8 p.m. Eastern, called Reign as Queen in 2013, Awaken to Who You're Called to Be. Queen, you don't want to miss this. All you simply have to do to register is go to www.readytoreign.com. That's READYTOREIGN.com. All you simply have to do is register there. And you know, if you can't make us tonight or share with us tonight on the live call, don't worry about it. Register anyway, because you are going to get the recording the very next day. Again, register at readytoreign.com, because this is our time. And if it's change that we want, it's not going to fall in our laps. We have to be the change. And it's time for us to go do it, and we absolutely can. So again, register readytoreign.com. Bring some of your sister queens, and I'll see you on the other side. Hi, Queen. It's Knox-Brunson of thequeencode.com. And today I want to talk to you about a really essential key to your kingdom. Something that you absolutely have to have on this journey of returning to your throne. Now, this key is very simple, but it's extremely powerful, and it's courage. Queen, you absolutely have to have courage in order to reclaim your throne. I know you're a woman of big vision, and it's no doubt that you have a great destiny that lies before you. But it takes courage to go from the wilderness to the promised land. It takes courage to go from where you currently are to that land of your dreams. Now, the first step to the promised land is right there in front of you. But the journey to the promised land is going to take you into new territory. So for that, you absolutely have to have courage. Now, this principle actually reminds me of one of my favorite queens of antiquity and her story, Queen Nefertiti. Now, Nefertiti was a queen from Nubia, which was like modern day Sudan. It would be modern day Sudan. But she married an Egyptian pharaoh. So she was this Nubian Egyptian queen. And Nefertiti and her husband, the pharaoh, they were very, very big visionaries. They were evolutionaries. They had this big dream of establishing this new order in Egypt. Now, it took courage to really pursue this dream because by this time in history, Egypt was a superpower in the world. You know, by this time in the 18th dynasty, Egypt had been a superpower for a very long time, and they had a set way of doing things, and no one wanted to rock the boat. So here comes Queen Nefertiti and her husband, the pharaoh, and they wanted to transcend that old order. And they got opposition from everyone, from the pharaoh's parents, from government officials, from religious officials. There was even a real threat of danger because of what they wanted to do. But despite all of that, they did it anyway. They followed their heart, they followed their dream, and what they did was they moved the capital of Egypt to a new place. They moved that capital to a new territory. And that new territory, they affectionately called it the City of Dreams. So in this new place, the pharaoh and his wife, Queen Nefertiti, they finally had the freedom to be, do, and have anything that they imagined. In that new place, they were living life on their own terms. They really had the opportunity to really live out their destiny. Now, for Queen Nefertiti, when her husband, the pharaoh, when he passed at a very young age, she still had to have that boldness and that courage to continue on the dream that they started together. She still had to have that courage to pursue that dream and to continue that dream despite all the opposition around her. And because of her boldness and because of that courage, Queen Nefertiti has absolutely earned her position in the halls of great and powerful and legendary queens. So when you think about that courage and that boldness, that's absolutely what it takes in order for you to successfully pursue your heart's desire. You know, I talk a lot about finding your passion and following your heart, but clearly that's just step one. Step two is having the courage for that sacred mission. Because whether it's a circumstance or a situation or other people, when you're on that path to your destiny, there will be reason after reason after reason for you to get off that path. You'll have so many opportunities to turn to turn things down, to say no to your destiny. But what you have to understand is those different forms of resistance. That resistance is really just there to help you build what I call your courage muscle. That resistance is really there to help you understand what you're really made of, to help you build that courage, to help you be bold. Because when you have that courage and when you're sitting on your throne, you become a shining example of resilience and power and grace and love. So Queen, you absolutely have to be courageous. On this journey back to your throne, there's not an obstacle that you're going to face that's bigger than your destiny. I'll say that again. On this journey back to your throne, there's not an obstacle that you can face that's bigger than your destiny. So have faith in that, okay? So that's my message for you today. And in the meantime, I do have a free gift for you. If you go to www.thequeencode.com, I have a free audio for you there. Queen, you were born to succeed, because you absolutely were. So I want you to get that free gift, get your audio, and in that audio, you're going to find out which queen type are you, and you'll also get the blueprint for how to step into your power for 2012 and beyond. So go to that website, www.thequeencode.com, and claim your free gift, and I'll talk to you soon.